ahead and start talking.
All right, so this is the beehive that we're going to be taking out of the tree today. It probably was a swarm that started in the early spring. It set up shop here in this tree and started building comb. They've got about nine combs worth of honeycomb up there. They're just hanging out in the trees right now. They're happy right now. The problem is they won't survive the winter. So
I'm dressed as my spirit animal, the bee, waiting to rescue the bees.
Okay. What do you do with the bees once you remove them from the tree?
So when we take them out, we're going to put them into a hive box, comb and all. There's different ways to remove bees, but I think what we're going to do today is just take the whole thing out of the tree, put it in a box. We will take that box out to an apiary in eastern Collin County with a beekeeper friend of mine, and he'll raise the bees. He's a bee expert. He's been doing this a lot longer than I have. He raises queens and he sells the queens to other beekeepers like me, who then take the queen, introduce them to a hive of bees, and again just let them prosper on their own.
Tell me a little bit about this smoker you got here.
So the smoker is filled with some wood chips. It's just a burning wood fire basically in there. The smoke helps calm the bees down so that they're not so concerned about us while we're removing them. The bees will think that their home is on fire. They'll fill up with whatever honey and nectar they've got in the hive and keep them occupied, and hopefully keep them not interested in us.
All right. Now, do you wear a outfit?
A hood and veil, yeah. It's right here. It's got some gloves, standard beekeeping wear. Again, I'm really not expecting the bees to be aggressive. Usually when I check my hives in my land, sometimes I'll wear protective equipment, sometimes I won't. My bees are pretty calm, but with not knowing if these are nice bees or not, we're gonna go ahead and get suited up just in case.
Okay. How many bees do you think are in there, Matt?
Probably about, I'd say 10 to 15,000.
10 to 15,000.
Yeah, they're probably maybe less. They're right now all the forager bees are out getting nectar and pollen. So that's not the full strength of the hive. This is prime time for them to be foraging. So they'll forage until the sun goes down, and then they'll come back to the hive. If you came back after dark, it would probably look a lot fuller. But yeah, that's probably 10,000 bees easily, that size.
So what's the process of how you harvest the hive?
So with a removal like this, we're going to cut out the surrounding limbs, and then we're going to get to the base of the limb and cut it there while somebody else holds it, and then we'll pull the whole thing out of the tree, put it into a hive box, and hopefully that's it. It should be pretty simple.
Everybody's going to be watching right now. We have a crowd here. We've got a huge crowd. We got a block party going on. We have people from Garland, from Frisco, from McKinney, all over right now to see nature at its best right now. Humans and nature working together, saving bees, pollinating, mating, honey. You got it.
Right now I'm still over your yard.
So here we have Brad from Happy Hive Honey trimming the tree branches away from the hive. It's a brave man that'll do this with no protective gear, yet he does don the gear when he's ready to remove the hive. Now the moment of truth comes when you actually have the hive cut out of the tree with the large clippers. So Brad and Matt are both in their bee protective gear attempting to cut this out with the least amount of the motions. And you can see these neighbors who are brave souls, not afraid of bee stings, getting close. Oh, yep, there they go. They're backing up. So the hive is loose, and they're bringing it down, and they're just casually walking down the ladder, and they go over and put it in the hive box and trim off the excess branches. Brad is making a little support area inside the hive box to prevent the hive from being mashed. Just the weight of the hive alone would mash the honeycomb. So they're trying to make some support inside the hive box so it doesn't crush the hive and the bees. Project complete. Put the lid on top of the hive and you're done. Now they let it sit for a couple hours while the other bees come back to the hive.
All right, explain to me what you're looking at.
We're just to see if the queen had made it out to this comb and put eggs in there yet. It's a brand new comb. They just built it. It's empty. But that's what it looks like. Hey,
Yeah.
Successful recovery of the bees. They're in the box over there. They're going to get ready to be taken back over to East Collin County. Like I said, Brad here runs a company called
Happy Hives Honey.
Happy Hives Honey. He supplied me with my bees. He's got queens and packages for sale.
Sell nucleus hives in the spring.
How many hives do you have, Brad?
A little over 40 right now.
Okay.
I want to cut down to under 30 going into winter though.
Okay. Do you have them all in one location?
No, I've got them in 5 different locations.
But all in Collin County, right? Like
No, it's majority of them Hunt County.
Oh, okay. Close enough.
What is the acreage coverage that they pollinate from one hive? Oh gosh.
Most of the time the worker bees will travel 2 to 3 miles, but they can travel up to 5 if there's something the hive really needs.
Okay.
So right now with all the rain coming in, we're on an uptick. So all the bees are out getting tons of pollen, tons of nectar right now. When it's really hot during the summertime, we just went through kind of a drought.
There was no nectar source. You had to feed the bees.
Yeah, we
if
feed
they didn't
them.
have enough honey. And
They get a little ornery.
yeah, a little cranky.
So we try not to mess with them too much during the hot summertime, but right now it's perfect. They're like, as you saw, they're totally,
So would you
subdued.
describe this rescue today typical or atypical?
It's typical. Yeah. Most of the time you don't see them open air in a tree like that. You'll see them against buildings and stuff, but not in a tree.
Okay.
But they were very docile. I mean, usually they won't sting right away. They'll kind of bump into you just to kind of let you know they're there. No bumps. I didn't see anything.
No.
You were up there with them, but I thought they were real calm.
So hope y'all enjoy our bee rescue today. So this is Bodie Pendis with DIY Home and Garden Projects. So if you like the bee rescue, give us a thumbs up. If you want to see more of our gardening videos, hey, be sure to subscribe down below. And as usual, come back and see us real soon. Thanks guys, this is great.
That actually sounded
Master
professional. I
B.
like it.
Master B.
You're
Yes.
Be informed.